What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the G.B.B. Jay once again. Joining me on this one is Shan's in London. Boys, what it do?
What up? What's happening?
Good. Thanks for asking, London. Guys, this is the preview for Manchester United versus Juve in the Champions League. This is a big game. This is a very, very big game, and it's a very big event, I guess you could say. Cristiano Ronaldo comes back to Old Trafford, and Paul Pogba plays against his old squad. All the talk that's been going on that he could possibly be going back to Juve, I think this game is going to be an emotional one, I think, for both Cristiano and for Pogba. But I think this is going to be a defining game for Jose as well. I'd said in some earlier videos that I thought that Jose had two opportunities to save his job. And those two opportunities were going to be against Valencia, which we got the draw in the end, and this game in particular. Because I think that even though we got the draw against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, I don't think that was enough to change the perception of how Jose is going in the job at the moment. So I think that this game will be a big indication of where the board's loyalty to Jose stands and where the players' loyalty stands to Jose. Because at the moment, obviously, the supporter base is divided on whether he's the right man for the job or not, or whether he can even just rescue this season. As we've said, that the Premier League looks like it's no longer a title fight for us, but more of a top four fight. So the Champions League is the only competition we're really in at the moment where we can really give it a red hot crack and try and get some silverware. Shan's in London. I'm going to bring you boys in. Give me your thoughts on Juve. Big challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It really is. And not just because I'm going to try and only say Cristiano's name twice. Okay? Because
that was one.
Look, their team on the whole are good. They could match us player for player throughout our squad. But the X factor, their power they're going to draw from is the R7. So not only are we going to need to shut him down, we're going to need to stop him from even passing to not make that space for the other players. Mandzukic and Dybala are the strikers we're going to have to really watch out for. So it's going to be a hard match. In our current form, it's very hard to say we can get the win, but to get through to our Champions League place, we don't have to beat them twice. We really have to make sure that we win in our other matches. So, of course, the win here will be to our benefit, but it's going to be an uphill struggle.
I'd agree with that. For the Champions League, the only thing we need to focus on is hopefully winning every one of our home games. We obviously haven't managed to do that just yet. But if we can get a win or draw at home and hopefully beat these teams away, we can make it through to the next stage. But Juventus obviously present a higher quality of opposition, which again, even like Chelsea at the weekend, I definitely wasn't expecting us to win. I think Chelsea supporters and the players were probably expecting Chelsea to come away with the win. And I think we snuck one away from them. So against big teams and away at Stamford Bridge, getting a point there, I think with Juve coming to Old Trafford, although it hasn't been the fortress that it was in years gone by, I think we can get the result because we play a different style of football when we play against these bigger teams. For some reason, we give the smaller teams the opportunity to come at us. But when we play against the bigger teams, I think more of our players understand the history of the club and understand that we've got to go for it here. This is a team that we've got to take it on, even though that should be our mentality 100% of the time. I think that this is going to be a really, as I said, a big game. I think there's going to be a lot of emotion shown in this game because there's a lot of quality going to be on that pitch. You mentioned Dybala, Shannon. I think he's an absolute threat. I love him as a player. And I don't see who we can put on both Cristiano and Dybala to nullify them completely. But obviously, someone needs to step up, and we do have players with the ability to do that. They just need to turn up on the day. London, Juve. Give me something, man.
Do you know what? Look, between you and Shan, you've spoken a lot about Juve already, so I wouldn't even go on about it. Because, look, for me, as a player, forget about the opposition. It's about what you bring to the table. Yes, look, Juve have got a wealth of experience in the Champions League, but they've won the Scudetto how many times over and over? I think it's 36 times they've won it. And they've won the Champions League twice. They've won multiple European Cups and
trophies, yeah.
So they've got wealth of experience, but I don't know. Look, the Man United players, they've got enough to get over across the line. Yes, Ronaldo's there, Dybala's there. They've got Costa as well.
Yeah. Mandzukic.
Exactly. Tweedy. They're midfield. Exactly.
Tweedy, Shan, yeah.
So they've got big players, but I don't know. Man United have got big players as well. And it's just any time you step on that field, regardless of what, you have to prove yourself, and that is the same for Ronaldo. He has to prove himself. You're only as good as your last game.
Correct.
You can't go by reputation, and these guys can make him come away from Old Trafford almost like not a nobody, but I don't know. He was non-existent, and I think that's the aim that they've got to go into, where it's like forget the emotions, forget like where people have come from or whatever. I don't know. Tonight's game is the most important game, and that's it.
There's a job to be done, and everyone needs to do their job.
Exactly. That's it. Just get the job done. No one needs to worry about where these players have come from, who they are, whatever. And I think that's why you're a professional at the end of the day. Because you have the attitude of it's completely different from us from the outside as fanatics to these. We look at the emotional side of stuff. And we look at all the stats and all that sort of stuff. But when you're a player stepping on across that white line, you really don't care who you're playing against as such. And I think it's, as we spoke about in the last review that we had about for the Chelsea game, we spoke about Pogba. Listen, this would be the prime one for him to come in and actually run the game.
Yeah.
Because this is where, look, for us, he's just come from Juve, and there might be some emotions involved and whatever, but for him, he's got to show why he was adored at Juve. He's got to express why Man United paid that much to Juve for him. You know what I'm trying to say?
I agree. 100%.
He won't want to leave. He won't want to leave there and kind of be frowned upon from Juve fans and go, well, we didn't lose much. We kind of gained more than anything because we got money and we kind of got a player that, I don't know, it's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I just think...
I think with two consecutive games back-to-back where Jose's going against his former team in Chelsea and Pogba's going in his former team in Juve, what we need to see is the fight that Mourinho had, that pride in where he is now and wanting to defend that. Pogba needs to have that in this game. He needs to defend the pride that he has in the team that he's at now, because he was part of the decision to come back to Old Trafford. So he can't, rest on, like you're saying, the emotional side that was his former team and that's where he really built his name up to become a world-class player. He needs to show now, I'm still a world-class player and I'm still doing it at the highest level, and he needs to show some fight and represent for the team that he's currently at the moment. Because if the players around him see that he's not afraid to go in and do his job, everyone else around him will follow suit. He's the only one that people are going to be focusing on. So if that's the case, he's, for one, going to show this is what I'm worth and this is why I'm here. And the rest of the team can go, the focus is going to be on Pogba. So we do our jobs and we just complement the ability that he has we do it as well, because we are also at Manchester United. We are also players part of this squad, and it needs to be a team effort. We're not going to get any results this season against, doesn't matter the quality of the opposition. If everyone plays their role and does their job to the best of their ability, which these guys have the ability. They would not be at Manchester United if they didn't have the ability. So all of them need to give a considerable account of themselves in this game and do their part. So the emotions can be pushed aside, and it just needs to be based on show up, do your job, whatever's been practiced during the week, or whatever drills have been run, and whatever the conversation has been behind closed doors, needs to just be a build up to eventually that whistle goes and everyone gets in and does a shift. Because that's what's going to get us the result. That's what we need at this point. All the negativity could be pushed away with a simple result against Juve, because then it's going to be undeniable that Manchester United are still one of the top teams in European football, if not the world. So this needs to be a very, very considered game by every single player, and Jose as well, because he obviously dictates the way that we're going to end up playing, and we need to see some fight. If we go down by a goal, we still need to see the same intent that we just saw against Chelsea. We need to see that fight and that desire to try and get back and get a result. Simple as that. I want to see nothing more from the players than they give everything that they can. I'm sure that's what all of us want. Shans, in closing, you got anything else to wrap up about this game?
We're going to have to watch our man management. Massimo Allegri, in terms of Champions League, he's got to the finals and come very close in other years purely on his reading of the game, when he makes his substitutions and how those substitutions have an impact. So it's that Tottenham were caught out with last year, where they just didn't react to the substitutions that were made. The players that he brought on changed the way they played, and they come away with the win. So any sort of reading of the game that Massimo Allegri has, we're going to have to be reactionary and make sure to shut down any changes that come our way. But yeah, on the whole, we really need to dig deep to win this one.
London, anything else in closing?
I'm looking forward to the game. It's Tuesday, Champions League night at Old Trafford against Juve. Like, what could be more exciting about that sort of game? So, from a neutral point of view, I'm looking forward to the game. As I said, look, Juve will come out and play. I just hope that Man United come and do the same thing.
Definitely. They got to represent. Got to try and turn the hoodoo that we've had at Old Trafford around. And like you say, I can't wait for this game. Obviously, at the final whistle, we'll know whether it was, for us or against us in this particular game. But I got high hopes. And I got faith that they'll give it a proper account of themselves. Guys, I want to thank London and Shan for joining me on this one. Please comment, subscribe, like, share, follow, comment. Like, share, subscribe, follow. Do it and do it again. Guys, check us out on all our social media platforms. And we'll be back to do a post-match review after the game. So make sure to tune back in. Thanks for joining us, and shot.